Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas, and if you need to find us online at any time, just go to tarpleymusic.com. So I have an Ibanez acoustic here, and the good news is it's an extremely affordable one, right? And this is also an AIMM exclusive. So AIMM is AIMM, that is the Alliance of Independent Music Merchants. There's a big group across the country of independent music retailers that belong to AIMM, and sometimes we will get an exclusive just for those dealers, which of course Tarpley is, right? So this is an AIMM exclusive with those stores, and like most Ibanez guitars, it has an extremely long model number. Let's break it down, shall we? So essentially, the model is a V40. The next two letters are WS, which is White Siris, which is the wood type. We'll get to that in a second. CE is with cutaway and electric, and then OPB is open pore brown. So if you throw it all together, you get V40WSCE OPB. But don't think of it that way. It's essentially a V40, right? So, but that is the whole model number there. And like I said, extremely affordable, and this is a really cool looking wood. So this is White Siris. It is a fast-growing hardwood, which I'm assuming why Ibanez is using a lot of it, because there's going to be a good replenishment factor to that. But it's known for its crisp, clear tone, okay? And I think visually it kind of gives you an idea of koa, right? But it is just really a pretty wood, and this is all around that. I love the top on this particular one with the bookmark with this kind of white stripe you get here. Anyway, just really cool. The neck is Meranti, which is widely known as Philippine mahogany. It is also a South Asian hardwood used a lot by Ibanez. And then Nandu is another wood that you don't hear too terribly often, but it's also a very good, durable hardwood. Can take a lot of beating, and it's what the fretboard is made out of, as well as the bridge. And the fretboard is known for its kind of rich, warm tone, and I would assume they paired that up to kind of combat with the crisp clearness of the body. So, and it seems to kind of do that. Like I said, especially for the price point where this is, a lot of cool stuff going on here. So the fretboard is, they use a millimeter reference a lot at Ibanez. It's 250. So for the inch version of that, it's 9.8. So it's right under 10 inches, right? And so tend to be the more concave that you have, the easier chords are to make. But sometimes you can get a little you can fret out if you're doing a lot of high stuff up on the neck. So it's kind of give and take with those radiuses. But I've done some lead on this one too, and I think it does pretty well on both. In the mix section of this, I actually do a rhythm and kind of just a simple melody part, so you can hear both as a kind of a rhythm instrument and a lead instrument as well. There are 21 frets, and we have some just Ibanez standard chrome cover tuners. Work just fine. Now, there are some Ibanez Advantage Bridge Pins in this. And essentially what the Advantage Bridge Pin is it's a little bit different design. You're thinking a bridge pin is a bridge pin. Well, not necessarily, because when you put a bridge pin down into the bridge, it's supposed to hold the ball of the string, right? And a lot of times it will hold it at the bottom of that peg, and that thing can slip or just kind of, some of y'all may have been playing, and the next thing you know, one string just goes and drops like a minor third. That's why, right? So these are actually designed so when you push the bridge pin down, the string actually holds right between the bridge pin and right underneath the top of the guitar like it should. So it's kind of neat, and it makes it a lot easier to change strings, I think. So it's actually a cool bridge pin design. And it's those little things you really don't think about, but it's holding your string. How important is a bridge pin, right? It really is. It can, especially if you're just restringing fast at a gig and you hope the thing doesn't pull in the middle of it, kind of a deal. So, and it is electric, so it has an undersaddle pickup here. And the preamp is the Ibanez AEQ-2T. So essentially it's their acoustic that has EQ on it as well as a tuner. So you got bass and treble, and then you've got a volume there with built-in tuner. Simple 9-volt battery right here on top, very easy to change if need be. And that essentially is it. Now, this does not have to be plugged in to use the tuner, so you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. And that essentially is it, right? So what does it sound like? Well, it's a very affordable guitar, so sound matters as well, right? What am I getting for the money? And so what we're going to do is what we normally do with this. It has a it does have a pickup in it, so we're going to plug it in direct, and I'm just going to leave the bass and treble right at 5 o'clock or like 12 o'clock or at 5, so it's right in the middle. So you can kind of get an idea when I play. It's like, okay, I've got some room on that bass and treble if I want to adjust that a little bit. And volume same way, just halfway up. And we're just going to go through a little bit with some fingers, some basic finger style playing, so you can kind of hear it real mellow with fingers. And then I will grab a pick, and then we'll strum away. right, so we've heard the acoustic guitar on its own, but I want to hear what it'd sound like in a mix with some other instruments. All right, hit it, boys. All right, so the Ibanez exclusive here. So there's a lot of different woods that you normally don't hear. Now, they're very common with Ibanez, and like I said, sometimes you might hear it by a different name, but they're really good hardwoods, right? So durable, and at the price point, like I said, it's that matters too, especially if it's a young student maybe who's just getting into performing a little bit. So you know what, I need a pickup now. And then, you know, I want to learn to play up higher in the neck, so I do want something with a cutaway, but I don't have $1,000, okay? So no problem, there are options out there, and I think Ibanez makes extremely easy playable guitars for that price range. So I think a lot of that price is that, right? Just the playability of it. And the wood itself looks really cool. This is a cool looking guitar. And I do think with some balance of the EQ and some tweaking, you can get a good sound where you want it, especially it being kind of a full dreadnought with a 4-inch depth. You know, it's a pretty full bodied guitar. And it plays really well, and it held in tune for me pretty well. So those kinds of things that matter in that lower price point, right? So especially if I was looking to get in, hey, I need a guitar, my first guitar that's got a pickup in it. Maybe it's kind of a different kind of a style, maybe stepping up from your basic dreadnought or what have you. Then this would be one to look at. It's a really cool guitar, and you know, some people literally, they want it to look cool because they want to walk by and go, that's cool, pick it up and play it, right? As opposed to, thing's ugly, right? You know, this is just, it might as well look cool too. So, and this is a really cool looking wood there. So, hey, what did y'all think? Let me know if you liked this video by giving me a little thumbs up and a like there. Comment if you have any questions, if you have any experiences with Ibanez acoustics yourselves, you know, all that kind of good stuff. We like to hear about it. And hopefully you've already subscribed to the channel. But if you haven't, please do so. Subscribe and join us as we drop videos every week. And if you'd like to know when we drop those videos, you can just turn on notifications. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.